Hello, I'm Dennis Raleigh, owner of Augusta Seed in Stanton, Virginia. Welcome to our fall Augusta Seed dinner meetings for Eastern Virginia and for the Northern Neck. We certainly appreciate you coming out. We want to showcase a few hybrids. The hybrid that I'm in right now, and this is October 19th, I believe, and this is Augusta 4465 Duracade Viptera, and it is fantastic corn. It was under irrigation in Stanton, Virginia. We were decimated by the heat and dry weather, just as many of you were, but we get a chance to see what it can do here today because of its water that we were able to add to it. This 4465 is making 265 dry bushels per acre, and I know that because we've harvested 2 loads here so far. Going to harvest the rest of it tomorrow, and it is dry. It's ready to come out. We're going to talk about a couple of other hybrids, fantastic hybrids. Augusta 1961, which is a double pro, fantastic hybrid for dry land or for irrigation. Augusta 2060, 110-day Power Core that has given us the new Power Core Enlist option from technology. It's really doing a fine job too. We had it down at Dave Black's in Eastern Virginia, just outside of Williamsburg. That corn has been shelled, and it's made over 220 bushels per acre and 20 to 30 bushels better than the best competitor with it. And he's just thrilled with it, and so are we. The 2260 was planted down there as well, and we're going to know later this week. It'll be too late for this video, but we'll know what it did, but we know it's good also. And it's 110 days as well, and has a really nice price point. Another Augusta hybrid that is really doing a nice job is 2150. And it's 100-day if you want something early to get started with. It is the real deal. We've had it for several years, and we've got a lot of satisfied customers. Maybe our strongest hybrid in the lineup, certainly for its maturity it is. Well, thank you for coming tonight. You know, I like to say, and many of you have heard me say, that I love the world of corn. This is where my life is, where God's placed me, and I've flourished. And I absolutely love it because of all that we can do inside of the genetics to bring you what you need. And we're having an explosion in those genetics for you. Sit back and listen. This is going to be a really nice evening.
Originally founded in 1977, Augusta Seed has spent the last 47 years committed to finding corn genetics for local farmers. With an abundance of heat and drought stress, as well as tremendous disease pressure, finding the right hybrid can be a challenging task. At Augusta, we pride ourselves on using local research to find the best option for your farm. In 2024 alone, Augusta tested 98 hybrids, including 2060 and 2564, under every condition possible. We have 27 foundational research plots from Wisconsin to North Carolina, as well as over 100 regional farm trials. With exciting new options available with Power Core, as well as a variety of AgriSure products, we are poised to defend against a multitude of diseases, as well as offering high yields and excellent test weight. Here at Augusta, we are dedicated to finding hybrids for your farm that will bring maximum yield under stress.
I'm Brian Whitt with Augusta Seed Corporation. I'm standing here in one of our Augusta test plots in Farnham, Virginia, here on the Northern Neck. And I wanted to showcase a new 107-day corn called 2257. This is a new 107-day Power Core Enlist hybrid that we're really excited about. We've got it in several plots here on the Northern Neck, Middle Peninsula area of Virginia, Central Virginia, where this corn is looking very good considering the conditions that we were under. And as I've walked through this research plot, where we've probably got close to 30 varieties from 3 different companies, the quality of this 2257 has just been exquisite. And I'm going to take one ear, only one, because I want to showcase to you. I know a lot of you have been dealing with grain quality issues this year, And the 2257, it's not perfect, but it's really holding together very well. The cob is staying very much intact, and the grain quality is looking very, very solid for this 107-day corn. So just wanted to showcase this to our customers in the Virginia and Carolina as well. For any of you that are needing a 107 or a little earlier corn with good dry down, good agronomics, and this will be a really good test plot to show the yield potential of a corn that's been through a very, very adverse year as far as dry weather is concerned. So just wanted to showcase this 2257 Power Core Enlist from Augusta Seed Corn.
Earlier version of our 2060. 2060 has been right at the top of almost all of our plots this year, almost all of our plots last year. Definitely going to be drier. Don't know if I'm going to get the yield that we're getting out of the 2060, but the yield is going to be fantastic for 107 days. Look at the green life left in this plant. It's to be harvested next week. Look at its neighbor right here. This is what you're going to like about this plant. This one is fired up top to bottom. This one's got its green life left. You're going to love the yield. You're going to love the agronomics. I can promise you.
I'm with Dave Black here in Charles City, Virginia, looking at a field of Dave's 2060 Power Core. And this is a new 110-day Power Core Enlist hybrid that Dave's tried out this year for the first time. Dave, tell me a little bit about your growing conditions, what you faced this year, and what your planting date population is on this hybrid right here.
All right, let's start with the planting date. Planting date was the 29th of April. We planted into standing vetch, killed the vetch after we planted. Very good growing conditions up till first week of June when we dried out, and we were pretty much like everybody else with the heat and the dry. And we got fortunate and caught a couple showers that were very small. And as you can see, we were able to hold on long enough till when we started getting rain at the end of June, and corn hasn't been dry since. So yeah, we're very pleased and we're very happy. We variable rate everything. This field we're standing in is anywhere from 28.5 up to 34. We're standing right now right at 32,000.
Okay. And you can see here very consistent years across this 32,000 plants per acre. The corn pollinated very well all the way out to the tip, and very deep grain. Really, really pretty grain. So really excited about this hybrid, Dave. And would you say, obviously the combine will tell the story. We're actually playing it side by side with a competitor hybrid, I believe. And so we'll have some good data across the field and to show us how this 2060 does. But at this stage in the growing season, would you say you're pretty well pleased with how it looks?
I'm very pleased with how it looks. Yes.
Good.
Very much so.
Good. In the 2260 Augusta, new 110-day corn with AgriSure traits. And Dave, tell me a little bit about your growing season.
We had relatively good growing, and then we dried off, and we were very dry over here. This corn basically sat, and then we started getting some rain, and fortunately it hadn't tasseled and or started pollinating before we started getting rain, and we have had a lot of rain since. And what this went through for probably a month, it was pretty amazing. I thought we were going to be zeroing out over here, to be honest with you.
It was rolled up.
Oh, it was pineapple field.
Yeah,
definitely pineapple. And as you see, it held on.
And you got corn.
And we got corn.
Well, one thing that I've been impressed with, and we've noticed this as we've walked this variety, is the consistent ear height that we're seeing. We're seeing it right at our waist or lower waist region. So it set the ear a little lower, but then we have nice sized plant above that ear. And population wise, where are we at roughly?
We're right at where we're standing now is 31.
About 31,000. So we've got a good population, and I'm going to take this ear and kind of showcase it. Now, another thing that we've seen throughout this corn is we've seen some corn earworm pressure, which this does not have the corn earworm trait to help you with that, but the quality of the grain has remained very, very good. And look at the depth of those kernels. You see a very, very deep grain, and I'm guessing it's probably 14 to 16 kernel row ears. Yeah, that's a 14, but I mean, look how deep, big kernels on this 2260. So really excited about this new 110-day corn offered by Augusta with AgriSure traits, the 2260.
We're in hybrid number 4862. It's 112 days. It's a brand new hybrid for us. And to be honest with you, I'm extraordinarily excited about what we're seeing coming out of our research. Got small quantities of it. It's something I want you to sample out at 112 days. I'm having to hold this one open because it's already drying down and falling over. But this is 36,000. Take a look at that ear at 36,000. And look at this ear at 36,000. Every ear is a giant ear. In this drought and heat, it's filling out all the way to the tip. Got these monster ears. The yields I have in so far are fantastic. Roots and stalks have been near perfect. In 7162, and this has had its best year it's ever had. We've had this hybrid for a long time, but this is the kind of year that it likes. It has nice big flex. Need to drop that population. It never needs to be planted over 30,000. Can go as low as 22. One of those hybrids that can give you 10 bushels per thousand. So 22,000. Under the right conditions, you can be looking at 220 bushels. And it's just got big flex. It has handled the heat that this season has thrown at it. And look at it. Perfectly pollinated ear. Nice straight kernels. Good test weight on this one. You know, we certainly can get up into that 58 to 60 pound test weight under the right conditions. Let's handle the heat, drop that population, let it flex. It's going to handle the drought. 112 days, fantastic hybrid for Thea.
Today I'm standing in one of our elite testing plots that we have here in eastern North Carolina. This one's actually located in Bertie County. And obviously we've been blessed with some rain here on this plot this year, but I wanted to showcase a new hybrid from Augusta Seed. It's called the 2564. It's a new 114-day hybrid that I'm really excited about. I started looking at it last year for the first time, and it really showed some terrific promise, and this year is no exception. We see terrific ear flex with the corn, where it's putting on very long ears and should have just superb grain quality. I just want to, this is one of my non-harvestable rows, so I'm able to showcase what the corn looks like. But you can see on this ear, fully developed all the way out to the end. Very nice sheen and shine to the corn. You can see we've got very deep kernels, probably 16 rows. Let's see here. Yep, that's a 16 kernel row ear.
It's August 9th. I'm here in Pungateague, Virginia with Larrycustus. We had our field day last night, and Larry told me, he's like, you need to come look at this corn of Jim's. It's really impressive. What has this corn been through this year, Larry?
A whole lot of stress. No rain, just dry, and then it burned up the stalk about 15, 18 inches. But then we started getting rain. I can't believe how it is turned around.
Yeah. Well, it certainly is impressive. We pulled an ear off here a minute ago. I want to show you guys. 18 rows around. I mean, nice kernels. Beautiful. Beautiful ear of corn. But, you know, we'll have to get a combine out here to see what the true tale of the tape is. But To this point in the year, it looks awful good for the stresses it's been under.
I'm outside of Stanton, Virginia, in Fort Defiance at Kentmere Farms. I am in Augusta 4465. This corn is doing a fantastic job for us at 115 days. It's a dual purpose corn. It's a corn that you can shell for grain, which this is being left for grain, and we think there's 250 bushel corn here. It's going to have the goods that you need and certainly a fantastic all-around hybrid that handles stress well. One thing that I would like for us to note, with this being the, well, let me check here. This is actually the 20th of September. And look at the green life that's still in this corn. There's some gray leaf spot in it, a small amount of northern, but not a lot. It's really still very healthy. When you see this reddening in the stalks, it means that the sugars are still tied up in the stalks that makes it healthy. The plants are healthy, the plants are holding on. And if you look down through here, the overwhelming theme of these plants has got that reddening in the stalks. And there's just a darn good chance this corn's going to hang around for standability, for plant health, and then ultimately for performance. So we really like Augusta 4465, and we like the way that it's performing across our entire region of everywhere that we sell. Thanks and have a good evening.